Welcome to Community Conversations. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media, and with me on screen is Cyndi Feinman. Cyndi, you're the theater director at Rye Neck Middle and High School, correct?
Correct.
And you let us know that your students just won another award on top of awards that have been won in past years. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
thank you.
Tell us about the Comedic Award.
So we just submitted our devised act for our winter concert, which was student written, student driven, student composed, and New York Thespians was hosting a one act competition, and we submitted it, and I guess we were the funniest. Uh, and so we won the Comedic Award
That,
for our play.
that's terrific. And you also had two students, you told us, who won a placement in a upcoming performance? Or
So
am I wrong about that?
we attended NYSTIA a few weeks ago, which is the New York State Theater Educators Association. And we also had two students that were showcased at the festival. One was Ella Gran in the student playwrights performance. She was one of the actors chosen for that. And we had Emma Kusan, who was one of the two sound techies backstage. There were lots of techs there, but she was chosen. So that was super exciting.
That's terrific. I was doing a little homework in preparation for our talk today, and I came across the theater department website. It's quite something, I must say.
Yes, we do. We're a very active department. We have events every month. Our most recent event that's coming up is going to be this Sunday. It is sold out, so unfortunately you can't get tickets anymore, but it is a community tea party to advertise our upcoming production of Beauty and the Beast. It is going to be hosted by our students and our parents, and it should be a good time. It was it started out as a small idea, and it ended up blowing up, which is great.
So you teach theater arts to the middle school students, grades 7 and 8, and also to high school students, right? 9 through 12.
Correct. The middle school 6 and 7,
Oh,
but
okay.
next year we're adding 8th grade.
So the kids get an early taste in theater, and that's like the basics of performing arts.
Yeah, we do a lot in our theater classes. Rye Neck offers at the high school level, beginning, intermediate, and advanced level acting classes, beginning, intermediate, and advanced level technical theater, and a musical theater class. And in the middle school, we offer a general theater arts class for the 6th grade, and I get to see every 6th grader. And then in 7th grade, it becomes a little bit more specialized, where students have the opportunity to learn about the lighting board and the sound board, and they go up to the spot booth and we put on a class production. So we cover everything: acting methods. We have a special effects makeup artist coming in a few weeks for my tech classes. We learn all of the consoles in those classes as well. And my hope is that by the time a student leaves the program, they have a well-rounded theater arts education, and they will go on to participate in the arts, or at least advocate for it.
Do you wear all the hats, like director and tech director and musical director and all those?
Yes. For the most part, for the musicals, I don't music direct, but I do have a dual certification in music and theater, so I have music directed in the past. It's just one less hat I have to wear for our productions.
But I also saw that you've got a lot of parent involvement, don't you?
Yes, we are very, very fortunate. We have many families that are willing to pitch in and make our theater program grow and flourish, and we are extremely lucky. They do everything from fundraising to cold calling businesses for donations, and even hosting this tea party that I mentioned a few minutes ago, and doing tech week meals. And after the fact, they're beyond supportive. So it's really they are the backbone of our theater program.
In the high school, how many students are involved in a typical production?
So for our musical, we have, and we're a small school, but we have approximately 130 students between cast and crew participating in Beauty and the Beast. And for our fall play, which is much smaller, plays are generally smaller, we had about 80 students involved with with all the classes and the productions and everything. You're talking about 250 kids total that participate in our theater program.
I think most people watching probably remember spring musicals from their high school days. But the original plays that the kids write, tell us a little bit about that, the one acts.
So I have my acting classes devise their own works for our winter concert. And the process of devising is very specific. And we go through all of the steps that they have to take to come up with the idea and then come up with a storyline, because that is the basis of it. It has to be a story. And then all the elements that go on top of that to make it their own, characters, the setting, how all of the scenes kind of tie together, how we incorporate different elements. And it is a long process.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that every student's ideas are heard in the process, so they feel like it is truly theirs. My job in the devising process is really to guide and to advise. I don't get involved with the idea itself, unless it's something school inappropriate or something wild that we wouldn't be able to put on stage. But those ideas
As a teacher, do you believe that every student has talent?
I do. Every student who wants to do what they want to do is talented in their own way. So if I have a student in an acting class, my job is to find what it is about them that is special. And that is, I think, the job of any educator, but it's very important in the field of theater education that every child feels like they are special and that they have something to contribute to the field of theater arts, because it's true. Everyone, I think everyone in the world has something to contribute to the theater arts. It's how you pull that from them and how they recognize it in themselves.
And it's not just the student who's the most outgoing or has a great voice or a real personality that projects it. Somebody can do technical work too.
Right, and maybe that is their talent. And there are students that can project very well. That might be a talent of theirs. But then you have a student who is very, very quiet and very shy, and yet has a beautiful voice. And that's their contribution to our story making. And maybe you have a student that is a great actor and can kill any scene they're in, but is very insecure about their singing voice. Okay, you can contribute to this world. So there's something, you don't have to be perfect in every aspect of theater. It is what you can contribute, and that is enough.
Would you tell any student who might be watching this to try out?
Absolutely. There's a home for you in the theater, always. And that is something that I strive to make my mission. Outside of school, I also have a new organization that that I've just spearheaded called the Northeast Artist Guild. It was going to be the Westchester Artist Guild, but because I was partnering with Manhattanville College, they said, well, we have contacts all over the Northeast. So I said, all right, let's go big or go home. So now this new organization is called the Northeast Artist Guild, and it is a free program. I'm receiving my doctorate from the University of Idaho right now. I'm working towards that, and part of what I am looking at and part of what I am researching is theater accessibility and how hard it is for everyone to participate, because it is expensive to get lessons, and it is expensive to apply for these programs. And even many competitions have entrance fees, and yes, they can be waived, but they're still there. And so I wanted to create a free program for anyone who wants to be recognized. It's a non-competitive program, so it's not like a lot of the other organizations out there that Rye Neck participates in, but it is a recognition event where teachers can put forward up to 5 categories. So they could put 5 actors, they could put 2 actors and 2 tech kids, and the whole production is just 5 categories. And it is based on recommendation, because I believe that teachers know their students best, and teachers really should be the ones advocating and recommending their kids. So based off of the top recommendations, there will be opportunities for master classes and waived tuition fees and hopefully scholarships, so that we really can make theater accessible for all.
Listen, as we get on in the spring semester, I'd like to do a separate talk with you just about that. We're almost out of time, but for people who are watching who want to contact you for more information, what's the best way?
My email. And my students will tell you too. My email is I get literally thousands of emails sometimes a day, but that is the best way to contact me, and I will get back to you. It is cfeinman@ryeneck.org.
Okay, C. Feinman, Feinman @ryeneck.org. Cyndi, thank you so much, and congratulations for the Comedic Award, and congratulations again to Ella Gran and Emma, is it Cusin?
Kusan.
Cusin, I'm sorry. Congratulations to those two, and wish you well on Beauty and the Beast. And people who want information about the theater program, where should they go?
RyeneckProductions.com.
RyeneckProductions.com. Cyndi Feinman, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.